So we're on to day 2 now. So Nick snores like a motherfucker, but so do I apparently. It took me a couple hours to sleep, but once I did, it was all good. So we're up in the early for me. It's like 7:30 or 8 now. Today we're doing a Shinkai locale visit. So I'm pretentious. So I was a big Shinkai fan before he became famous for Your Name and Weathering with You. So we're going to 2 of his prior movie locations. We're going to go to the Garden Awards Garden. We're going to go to the 5 centimeter per second railway crossing for the end of the movie, and we'll go to the Your Name stairs. So that's our plan today. First, we're going to go get breakfast at the convenience store and get water, and then we're going to brave the subways. So my SIM card wouldn't let me unlock it for my Japanese one. So thankfully it worked for Nick's though, so I have to contact my provider to get the SIM card number. So Nick's going to direct us to places, and I'm going to vlog them. So I'll talk quietly because it's very peaceful and serene here. But we're at the Shinjuku National Gyoen Garden. More importantly for us weebs, it is the place where Garden Awards takes place. So we're on our way to get to the pavilion there where most of the action there takes place. We had a little bit of adventure on the subway because Nick had us not take the right sub. And then Nick can't read the Google Maps, so you can't trust the engineers. So we'll get our way on the Garden Awards site and be a weeb, and then we're gonna do food gyukatsu afterwards. So I'll still stay quiet, but we are dead ass in the Garden Awards movie, except it's sunny right now. Yeah. And to quote Yukino, it's a totally different place when it's sunny. It's gonna rain tomorrow, so we're gonna be back here for the aesthetic vibes before we go do our Akihabara shopping trip. But like the tower that's in the movie, the little bird flies around the tower, we found that, and then we are dead ass in the scene where two scenes in Garden Awards, where Takao tells Yukino his dreams about being a shoemaker, cobbler. And then towards the end of the movie, right before the climax, when that big storm hits. So that's where we are right now. We found the pavilion where most of the movie takes place. There's a couple in there having fun with their kid. So we're gonna wait for them to leave and then we'll snipe it to get there. Forgive me for being a weeb, but dead ass in the movie. Okay, I need to stop and be a normal human being. But when we get to that pavilion, I'm not going to reenact the movie, but I've seen Garden Awards like 3 trillion times. I can basically recite the movie. So it is pretty cool to finally get to live out the weeb dream in the Garden Awards area. Nick is being a bad weeb because we have finally, not that we were stalkerishly waiting, but we sort of camped outside the pavilion waiting for the people.
You're the one who told me to put our lunch into Google Maps.
Well, ignoring Nick, we are in the Garden Awards pavilion where most of the movie takes place. We have finally waited our turn. Like I said, we're coming back. We're coming back tomorrow when it's raining because we might as well, and then we're gonna go on our Akihabara trip. But we have made it, Shinkai. We see you, man. We are here. We are OG fans before Your Name made you famous. So here we are. I'm not going to reenact the movie. We're not in the feet. But pretty cool to be here. The real vibes are to bring a bento lunch, and also to bring chocolate and beer to really reenact the movie. But you're not actually allowed to bring food into here. So I'm going to speak very quietly because we're in the restaurant. But we waited in line for gyukatsu. We got a gyukatsu there. The rice, sauces, salmon roe, grilled yam, grated yam. It looks amazing. Hopefully it's worth the hour wait. Nick, take a bite out of it for me for the culture. And then I'll turn it off. Nick puts thumbs up. I'll give you I want to turn the video off to not disturb people, but I'll give impressions after I'm done eating. So we are officially vending machine junkies now. $1 a change. We can see the hype for them. Nick has decided to try a drink that is spicy. I don't know what that entails. So You okay there, buddy? I'm guessing he doesn't like it, but is it spicy?
No.
It's not spicy.
It's like monster but bad.
Monster but bad.
It's like a licoricey monster.
Well, I got a weird drink that is called Pocari Sweat. But it's an energy drink. It tastes pretty good. So the energy drink was not spicy. It basically tasted like a pineapple Fanta, so it wasn't that bad. So the gyukatsu was really, really good. Are we going this way? Okay. Gyukatsu was very, very good. Honestly, my favorite was probably the salmon roll. It wasn't even the beef. So gyukatsu is beef katsu. Tonkatsu is the pork one. That's the more famous one. But it was really, really good. Probably worth the wait. Also not that expensive. Any culinary thoughts, Nicholas? Okay.
No, I enjoyed the fact that it was cooked like nice medium rare.
Yeah, it was like not overcooked.
And you had the ability to cook it more. It was well spiced. The barley rice was a nice compliment. Pickled vegetables. That's a nice palate cleanser between bites.
Yeah, so we got like a whole set with that. So it wasn't just the beef katsu. And so we are currently on our way to the Your Name stairs, Kimi no Na wa stairs, which are by Suga Shrine, which I think that looks like a shrine. So we gotta be somewhere near it from here. And earlier, I think in my first video, I said that the United States was like a backwater country. And I feel that more than ever after being on the trains, which are extremely convenient. So, when we get to the Your Name stairs, we'll turn this thing back on. But now I pass people and now I'm self-conscious, so I'm gonna shut up. So we're at the Your Name shrine. So we saw the stairs. They're a little less impressive compared to the Garden of Words. There's more fictionalization going on for them. For these ones. We're at the shrine now doing shrine stuff. So you see other people here doing Your Name stuff. And then we drew fortune things here. So Nick and I both drew them, 100 yen. So go ahead, Nick. Oh, I just realized we're not going to be able to read this. Whoops. We found in English, lesser good fortune. Even though you may be troubled now and things are not going your way, if you are sincere and caring, and although it will take time, your wishes will be granted, things will go your way. Okay, after being ignorant and probably rude foreigners and blasphemic at the Shinkai Shrine, we're walking down the Your Name stairs. So this is the stairs at the end of Your Name. They're pretty popular because we're not the only ones here, but they're definitely more fictionalization than in the Garden of Words one. So they're actually, when you look at it from like this angle, they look more like it. You can see the end of the movie here.
Yeah.
So
pretty accurate.
So like from this angle, it's way more accurate. You can see sort of where Mitsuhan Taki would be on here. Okay, so we're leaving the Your Name stairs. So 5 centimeters per second railway is going to complete our Shinkai thing. It leaves out Weathering with You, which I feel bad about because I like that movie too. And Suzume, which just came out. We can't see everything. But I need to rant here just for a second. Why the United States? Oh, holy shit. We've been fucking up. These are the Your Name stairs. I knew they'd look this. So I did not get maybe exactly the pictures I wanted. I wanted to do something like a little bit like the Your Name ending shot with Mitsuha and Taki. Spoiler alert for those of you who haven't seen Kimi no Na wa. But looked like 3 girls there were doing like a fashion shoot or whatever. They didn't want to interrupt whatever sort of thing was going on there. There was quite a few people there being weebs. Even heard someone, a Japanese person, say Kimi no Na wa, Kimi no Namae wa, which means what's your name. So I didn't want to interrupt whatever fashion shoot that was going on in the middle there. So I had to settle for some pedestrian sort of selfies. Hopefully for the 5 centimeters per second, I'm probably the only one whose favorite movie is 5 centimeters per second. Everyone else moved on to Your Name, like the casuals they are. But I doubt that anyone will be there because it's literally just a railway crossing. There's nothing sentimental about or aesthetic about it. So we're going to be the only people there who thinks it's a tourist relocation.
Yep.
So we walked, well, it had to be like a mile, 16 minutes, just for a small cup of ice cream. We took the scenic route. Since we got some time here before we could have to do our 5 centimeters per second railway crossing, that's when we have all afternoon still. I'll try my ice cream in here in just a second. But I want to complete my thought I had before I interrupted with the stairs. I'm also going to speak a little quietly because people here don't talk out loud all that often. So Kyle, not UP Kyle, Bowling Green Kyle, he would have such a hard time here in this country because he is loud and frequently a talker. But I want to say that the United States is a backwater country, and the fact that I can't get a bus to the Kroger and I can get across Tokyo in like 5 minutes, like a couple of train stops. You're where you need to go. And I can't get a bus to the Kroger, so the United States you can get trains. And I've been to like Chicago and New York, and they have public transit, of course, but it is way fast here, and it's very easy with their ticket things, with the prepaid cards. Now, the part that is just like objectively me not being a Japan simp for the media I like, is the roads are just so much cleaner. Here are the roads here. This is Tokyo. Like, you could lick these off the ground.
I wouldn't.
Like, Nick wouldn't, but like if this was my waifu's feet, whatever, like same steel, whatever, like both of these, right? Like, this is gorgeously clean. United States has cigarette butts everywhere, not a single one here. Okay, now I eat my ice cream. So we're probably the only people on the planet who would go to a railway crossing for a tourist spot. But here is the 5 centimeters per second first of our 2 railway crossings for go. This is the one at the beginning of the movie. Unfortunately, I did not pull my camera out in time for when the train crossed. So here it is. The mundane rail. Oh my god, there we go. This is so aesthetic. So I'm gonna vlog this moment of history. So this is the beginning of 5 centimeters per second when she's like, and Takaki's like, Akari, and she's like, Takaki. And then she says, don't you know? 5 centimeters per second. The rate at which the cherry blossom falls. Here we go. The reason I want the train is because the train separates them. It's very symbolic.
It's gonna stop.
It's gonna stop. Damn it. This is the actual train. So we have another one of these to get through for the end of the movie. I won't spoil the end of the movie for those of you who haven't seen it, but we're gonna get to that one too. Much symbolism, very symbolic. I turned it off because I didn't know how long it was gonna be. Here it goes. Symbolism, life getting in between Takaki and Akari. Nick is looking at me like I'm an idiot, and I am an idiot.
No, I got a big grin on my face.
And I am an idiot. But as the world's biggest 5 centimeters per second stan, I gotta capture this moment. There we go. Okay, railway crossing 3, here we go. I got it just in time. Here's railway 3. This is supposed to be where the end of the movie is, but a local website said that the actual location for the movie, oh, Nicholas, what are you doing? I need to take a picture afterwards. Is 300 meters away, so we'll explore that. But here is another pedestrian railway crossing that has sentimental value to me. Okay. So I'll rant about 5 centimeters per second why it's my favorite movie later. I just want to comment that we were just wandering around residential Sanguboshi, which is a little outside Shibuya, and we have ended up randomly in one of the biggest parks here for sakura petals. You can't see them now, but we passed some sakura petals that were not in bloom. But we're in Yoyogi Park right now, just by complete accident, and there's a cool ass tree. So we're gonna walk around here, I guess, a little bit, and then we're gonna go to Shibuya for food and see what else is in the area. Bum-ass Nick here is already talking about next vacations. He's gonna go hiking in Australia.
That'd be fun.
Says a dude who hasn't been in Australia. It's warm as heck there. It would be a hot hiking area, but around here we are participating in good social behavior along with everyone else in the park here. We're probably not going to explore this one because we have a lot of walking still left for
maybe not a lot of walking. We still have to get to Shibuya, and I have absolutely no idea where we actually are right now because I was determined to find the actual filmic location, even though I think it's just based off Sangubashi Railway Crossing number 3, and not actually a one-for-one representation of it. But that's our Shinkai locale thing. So we honestly did that way faster than I expected. It's only a little after 3 here, and we still got a while for dinner, so we're gonna go to the Shibuya area and look around there. I don't know where Meguro River is or Ueno Park, but maybe we'll consider there. See what dead-looking cherry blossoms would be. Maybe they're still pretty. Oh yes, 5 centimeters per second. You might think it's weird that a movie has a below 8 average on Mal. Would be my favorite movie, and part of that is nostalgic. Why it's my favorite movie, because I watched it my first year of undergrad when, you know, all your friendships are eroding away. Not eroding, but slowly drifting.
Yeah, cold. Where are you again?
Nick's trying to be cute here. Well, I'm trying to be sentimental. But so like in undergrad, I didn't make any major friends. I made one friend who's gonna see this, Caleb. Shout out to Caleb. But other than that, I didn't make any friends in undergrad, and you know, part of life is drifting away from people you like and care about for no real reason at all. You just stop communicating. And 5 centimeters per second is like a movie about nothing. There's actually no actual plot to it, but it is a movie about the slow, transient nature of relationships. Like 5 centimeters per second is the rate at which you grow apart to people, and also the rate at which you drift apart. And something about that really strikes a chord with me. And then you can't see it on this video, but there's a dust cloud blowing across. So enough being sentimental. We'll figure out where we're gonna go, and then we'll move on. So I'm vlogging this part. I can't put it on me, and hopefully you can hear me. Okay, I'm not gonna highlight anything because I'm doing my best to navigate here. So you're gonna see the back of Nick's shirt. But we're at the famous Shibuya Scramble crossing, which is a thing where basically it's a crossing where the cars don't get any say. And Shibuya is hella crowded. Oh, there's Hachiko. There's Hachiko, famous statue. So I'll pause it here. I just want to try and vlog this moment. I don't feel bad about vlogging this moment because it's super loud here because there's just tons of people. But there is our boy, Lulu v Britannia on a billboard. I'm guessing that's a video game. That's what the DMM is usually for. But we'll see the weed stuff tomorrow when we go to Akihabara. So we're doing shabu shabu now, which is basically hot pot. The place we had originally had planned was so booked you can't even make a reservation till sometime in it's like the 17th or something. So hard to get to. So we're doing a more discount place, but see how it is so far.
Looks fine to me.
Looks fine to me, yeah, so far. So I have my sauces. I got a garlic one, and I went for a Chinese garlic combination here. Let's see how this is. So here we go. Okay, I have no idea what that is. That one's a little chewy. Is that one chewy too? Are they both beef tongue then?
Yeah.
Okay. So flavor of them is a little chewy. I think it's beef tongue. Nick likes beef tongue.
Yeah.
I'm okay with beef tongue. It's like not my go-to one. Put pork in there. Vegetables in there. So that was the beef tongue. Let's get the pork here next. Try that one. We're on camera, I already had it. I've overcooked it the first 2 times. This one looks, there we go. That's the sort of color we want out of this. Put in my Chinese sauce. There. Here we go. Okay, yeah, the pork, I think is a lot better than the beef personally. Nice and tender. Yeah, that pork is solid.
The funny thing I was reading on that beef tongue thing,
So you may think that you go to hot pots for, well, I mean, this isn't really hot pot. Shabu shabu is a little different. We have like a soy-based broth in here. You might go for a hot pot for the meat. You go for the Napa cabbage. This is the real stuff. And Nick's got a nice little ponzu sauce there. This is the real stuff. Nick not feeding his vegetables. Eat some Napa cabbage. So we added pork tongue and beef offal. We ate the tongue already. It was okay. We're gonna eat beef offal now. I don't even know if it's ready yet, but go ahead, Nick. Jesus Christ. Jesus, Nick. Some manners. Super chewy. Okay, how's it taste? Not bad, okay. Well, I will give that. Okay, I couldn't even take a bite out of it because it is super chewy. But the fat is amazing. So flavor is good. Now I gotta figure out how to eat this because I have no idea how I'm gonna chew that thing.
So you can't blame Nick too much. He's an engineer. Excuse the wind. Hopefully you guys can hear me. Wait for that to go by too. He's already sleeping. It's a little past 8:30. As a resident night hiker myself, what Tokyo looked like at night, it is beautiful here. So I'm crossing the bridge. We're a little bit outside Tokyo. We're near Tokyo Bay. So I'm here crossing the water here. Getting a good look at the night life. I'm going to wrap us up for day 2. Tomorrow we're going to do Akihabara. Across the bridge here, we're going to probably see on Monday because my dad's former student is doing sushi with us, and I think the sushi place is across the street here for markets and stuff. And so Japan, day 2. My poor legs have been exhausted. That's why part of the reason Nick is sleeping now already. I'll go to bed or probably around relatively early. But according to his app thing, I think we were pretty close to 12 miles. So I'm going to be a little over 13 by the time I get back to the hotel. That's a lot of walking in one day. I just finished putting the clips together, as in I'm not doing any editing, but I put all the clips into a free video software to make a video out of them. I'm going to have a long night ahead of me to do that for day 2 because there's 26 different videos, all pretty short. I mean, look at the water area, it's very beautiful here, really nice. So that'll be it for day 2 vlogging. I'm going to end with this comment, is that, like, I already knew Nick and I are not the most attractive people in the world, but in Shibuya, everyone there was dressed so fashionably. I felt so underdressed and I didn't want to wear clothes. And I'll end with that. I'll see you all later.